hello. Um, I'd say welcome to another video or something, but like basically friends just found this channel and I kind of forgot about it. But I'm just probably gonna periodically post music things on it, cause why not? It doesn't really matter. This is my top 40 songs of 2022. Every artist can have one submission, so I think it's all just the basic rules. 40 is just a random number. I don't know. That doesn't matter why. Anyway, coming at number 40 of Is This For Real by the Koreatown Oddity. For me, the Koreatown Oddity dropped a really good album a couple years ago, Little Dominique's Nosebleeds, and then so I was really excited for this one, like the hype building up to it, and then the album for me was really bad. Like I really just did not enjoy it. So that was unfortunate, but this song was a bright point, and you know that's nice. So there's enough to get to number 40 on this list. Also probably the first like 20 or so, it's just kind of be more brush over, and then the last 20 I'll talk about more. Number 39, we have No Stylist by Destroy Lonely. Nice track. TikTok, blah blah blah, but it's a nice track. Number 38, Big Ass Bracelet, West Side Gun. I personally thought that album was really overhated, and I enjoyed that album more than 10, which he dropped a couple months later. That for me was the better album. I thought the instrumentals were better. I thought as a whole it was just a better project. This song, Still God Cooks, like him a lot. Yeah. Number 37, Sippin' My Tea by Zach Fox. Great little rap cut. Number 36, Matty Black by Suicide Boys. There were a lot of good songs off that project. Fucking Your Culture, In Constant Sorrow, all probably could have all could have probably made it on here, but that right now is my favorite one off there. Number 35, Reese Cup by Currency, with the album that The Alchemist produced for him earlier this year. Great song. Number 34, Mr. Professor by Coach Ice. Yeah. Number 33, Stick off the Dreamville mixtape, with so had J. Cole, Jid, Sheck West, all of them on it. This song is actually like really fantastic. Earlier this year was probably my favorite song. Me and my friends would like drive around my car like blasting it, kind of sarcastic, but also like really enjoying it for a couple months. Number 32, Lost and Found Freestyle 2019 by Nigo, A$AP Rocky, Tyler the Creator. Nigo album for me overall was disappointing. This song great. Number 31, Broken by Little Sims. Great project that she dropped out of the blue a couple weeks ago. That and Gorilla were probably my two favorite songs up there with that. This one I resonated with the lyrics more, and I just enjoyed it more than I did the rest. Overall, great project. Number 30, Love Song, Come Back by Fly Anakin. Probably like a semi-hot take in the Fly Anakin community as fast as it is. That was a necessary diss, I apologize. Probably not most people's favorite song of that album. For me, it was. Yeah, and since I'm talking, I'm right, so you actually just can't disagree. Number 29, Just Wanna Rock by Lil Uzi Vert. Probably semi-corny, but great song. I don't care. Number 28, Cash In Cash Out for Williams, 21 Savage, Tyler Creator. Tyler Creator, the second appearance on here. If you're a feature, it doesn't count. Shut up, you're a bitch, if you disagree. Number 27, Piano Love by Connor the Machine. 6 months ago, it was probably one of my top 10, top 5, possibly top 3 tracks of the year. I overplayed it for myself, to be honest, but great, mysterious. It sounds like I don't know, I can't even describe it. It sounds like a lifestyle just never live or understand type thing, but it sounds like mysterious and spooky. And yeah, this track was huge for me when it first came out for a couple months, and then it subsided a little bit, and then when Halloween came around, I was listening to this song a lot, which is kind of dumb, but that great song. 26, Noel's by Spino. Great album by him, great song. Number 25, Change by Big Thief. Probably not most people's favorite song of that. It's Dragon New War Mountain, I think, something like that, by them. For me, I liked it a lot because it reminded me of a lot of the stuff my dad used to play for me when I was younger, when him and I would be in the car, because it's more of a 60s era cut. But so anyway, I liked it a lot. Definitely that whole album, that song, definitely worth checking out if you haven't already. Number 24, Bad Habit by Steve Lacy. Corny, but I really did enjoy that album, and I thought that song was great. And as much as people are like, oh, Mercury's better, no, it wasn't. You're just disagreeing with TikTok. Anyway, number 23, PG Baby Remix by Red Veil and Denzel Curry. Great year for Red Veil. For me, not a fantastic. Denzel Curry obviously had a great year, but for me, I didn't enjoy the musical output as much as most people critically did. But I thought this was a great feature enough to cap off a year that I didn't love, but it just felt like classic Denzel to me. But yeah, number 22, Dead Man Walking by Brent Faiyaz. Not most people's favorite song of that album, and I actually sent this to one of my friends a couple days ago when I first made this list, and she was like, "Seriously, like that song you're gonna pick off of Wasteland?" And I was like, "Yeah, yeah." And remember, I'm right and you're wrong, so that's just how this is. Number 21, Because by Danger Mouse Black Thought featuring Russ, Joey Badass, Dylan Cartridge. A lot of great songs. Belize with Doom probably could have made it on. That album as a whole is great. My little brother actually got it for Christmas. I bought it for him. Sorry, I worded that poorly. It doesn't matter. I'm also sorry. I'm not good on camera. This is really just for fun because it's something I wanted to do. Yeah, that I thought it was, to me, it was probably the best track off of that. Number 20, Larger Than Life by Denzel Curry. A lot of people are probably going to disagree with this because Walking came out, X-Wing was another song people really liked, but for me, Larger Than Life was the best Curry song this year. I really didn't enjoy like a lot of his. As already said, I just didn't enjoy Mo My See Your Future as a lot of people did, unfortunately. Walking probably easy would have been at like when it first came out, but not that I've overplayed it for myself a little bit, but it's still like a great song. And this and Larger Than Life, Walking and Larger Than Life are still like neck and neck. But for me, Larger Than Life does take this one. Coming in at number 19, we have Benny's Got a Gun by Black Odyssey featuring Benny the Butcher. If you haven't checked out Black Odyssey, definitely check them out. They're not. It's kind of like it's I don't know. I don't really know how to describe it besides say like jazzy funk, which might be entirely incorrect. But if you haven't seen this stuff, definitely worth looking at. This for me when I'm driving a lot. There's a lake near here. Whenever I'd be driving around the lake at night, I always play this song because I don't know. It feels like spooky. Kind of the same stuff as Piano Love by Conway. It just feels like spooky and mysterious, and it's a great track. For Doom, number 18, for Doom, Open My Eagle. Great tribute song, beautiful. Like, this probably lyrically was the best song I heard all year, realistically speaking. Great abstract hip hop project, great abstract hip hop song. Definitely check it out if you haven't already. Number 17, Do What I Want, Scar featuring Ken Carson. I haven't met anyone who's actually like heard this song. I saw it on like a meme page like a couple months ago, being like, "Oh, this is real." And I know a lot of people are probably like, "Oh, you're really putting Ken Carson above a lot of these like names and like an unknown guy like Scar." But I don't know how this track came to light because this guy had like 120 monthly listeners on Spotify before, I guess. But this song has a crazy sample in it of like a "Baby Tonight," that song, like that part, like I don't know, not over and over, but you just have to like listen to it and see. But if you haven't checked it out, definitely do. That song for me was just like an all year banger. I never really got sick of it. And the rapping on it's pretty good. I'm not a huge Ken Carson fan. I definitely like Cardi a lot more and like Destroy Lonely a lot more. But as far as Ken Carson goes, this is definitely one of my favorite like musical outputs he's put out. And as a feature, and then the Scar also, I don't know, I'm not mentioning him. He also did fantastic on it, and I believe made the beat. So, yeah. Number 16, Johnny P's Caddy by Benny the Butcher and J. Cole. Great song. Probably my favorite Cole feature of the whole year. Not even probably, I think it is. And great song. If you haven't checked it out, definitely do. For me, an overwhelming Benny the Butcher album, but great highlight of that. Number 15, we have God Turned Me Into a Flower by Waste Blood. Beautiful Dream Pot project that came out a couple weeks ago. If you haven't check that out yet, definitely do. Very much worth it. For a lot of the songs up there all probably could have made the cut, but for me, this one was probably the best. Anyway, yeah, the instrumental's beautiful, her lyricism's beautiful, her singing. I've showed it to my mom a lot. This is my mom's favorite song on the list. Not that matters, but it has a very Enya vibe from like the 90s. Beautiful song. Number 14, you have Cha Cha Slide by Barely Legal. Get on the Barely Legal chain right now. Brockhampton's done. It's Barely Legal time. Barely Legal's a hip hop outfit from Florida, I think. And they dropped this. I'm trying to remember. They dropped 1 or 2 albums this year. Well, I like all their stuff kind of equally, but this song for me was great. It was hype. It's a banger. Definitely check it out if you haven't already. Number 13, you have Dreaming of the Past by Pusha T featuring Kanye West. A lot of people were giving Pusha T album of the year shouts for that project. For me, no. The beats were just, a lot of the beats on there were just unlistenable for me, which is just personal taste, it probably is a really really good album. Look at it, check it out if you haven't yet. But I think the sampling and the beat on this song are absolutely fantastic, and Push's lyricism and Coke bars as always are great song. Number 12, yeah, Straight and Tall by Boldy James. I went back and forth if I wanted Town and Country or Straight and Tall on here. Both of them are fantastic songs. I ended up going with Straight and Tall, but it's really a pick your poison thing. This great album is great. Boldy James is great. I can't say many more positive things about it besides check it out. Number 11 of Here With Me by David, D4VD, however it's said. Beautiful song, really hits me. His music, he hasn't released a lot of it's like TikTok virality, but this song really is beautiful, and if you haven't checked it out, you should. Number 10, you have Spelling by Elucid. Great song that came out this year from, I don't know, a lot of people, I don't know, it's probably not gonna strike a lot of people's fancy, but I really enjoyed it, and I really enjoyed that whole project as a whole. And if you haven't checked it out, I would check it out. This one, for me, it was his best lyricism of the year, best beat. It felt creepy, mysterious, great. Number 9, Glimpse of Us by Joji. I think it's a beautiful song, probably overplayed, but I really just could not get enough of it. My friend Megan put me onto it, like when it first came out. I mean, I know I'm acting like it's an underground song. It's like almost 1 billion views on Spotify, I think, but definitely worth checking out if you haven't already. And beautiful. The whole Joji album as a whole, a little underwhelming, but this and Die For You were great cuts off of it. Die For You is also a great song, but for me, Glimpse of Us was just too good not to include. Number 8, we have Big Pussy by Brockhampton. Brockhampton, sad, I don't know, for me, sad end. I didn't love either of the albums they dropped, but Big Pussy and The Ending were both great songs, and Big Pussy was just a banger. It felt like classic, like from the start of Brockhampton. Number 7, I have Asylum by Billy Woods. Great song, spooky, like, and I've been saying a lot of these more abstract, like, hip hop songs. They're spooky and mysterious, and this really like does it for me. Number 6, I have Vision by Earl Sweatshirt featuring Z Loopers. Really, to me, an underrated song. Z Loopers had a great feature string, especially at the beginning of the year and at the end of last year. But for me, this was his best work. This was Earl's best work. The beat on it was crazy. I'm pretty sure it was a Black Noise beat on it. It was either the Black Noise or the Alchemist. But beautiful, like, circling. I don't even know what instrument it is. It was great though. Real, honestly, beautiful music. And enough to land at number 6 on this list over all these other great songs. But I thought it was a really underrated cut. I thought Earl's rapping was great. I thought Z Looper's rapping was great. I thought the whole thing was just a great coordinated effort. Number 5, we have The Heart Part 5 by Kendrick Lamar. I really could have gone with a lot of the songs off of his record. I thought Mother I Sober, in terms of like meaning and like such, that probably was the best song. They were, I don't know, it was a really emotionally jam-packed and album as a whole, and a lot of those songs could have been here in this spot. But for me, The Heart Part 5 was probably it was just the most enjoyable listen. Really, sorry, just a great song, worthy to be where it is, and it's pretty much here for everyone on their list this year. Number 4, I have 2007 by JID. For a while, I don't know which JID song I was going to put up on here, but then when 2007 came out, a couple weeks after the release of The Forever Story, great. JID's ability to storytell so effectively in such a short span of time. This song obviously isn't short, but like, it's still, considering the amount of like time and like things he's put, like, and like years he's putting into this like 3-minute verse, it's like absurd that he's able to convey this much information in such a effective manner. The Cole feature, it's not really a feature, but I really enjoy him mixed with like the sample at the end, and the verse with his dad and the other guy, all leads to a great track that for me highlights a fantastic album by one of my 3 favorite rappers right now. But yeah, anyway, number 3, Patrice Cullors, Stole My Lunch Money, Guys Guvera. If you haven't checked him out, is he, fantastic. To me, he's the best new thing this year. Um, you might have heard his the Black Bolshevik album, Fuck the Nordic Model, off of that, most likely. But he really burst on the scene fully with his album There Will Be No Super Slave this year. For me, a lot of people, probably who've listened to his music probably would not agree. A lot of them would say it was Free Mirror or Shirk or numerous things off that album, which to me just speaks to the creativity and brilliance of an artist at such like a early stage of his career. But the beat switch halfway through is just fantastic. The rapping, the content, the message, the track as a whole is just fantastic to me. And yeah, if you haven't checked it out, do it right now. That's all I would say. Number 2, Sugar/Zoo by Black Midi. Great. I don't think I've like I don't know. I don't think I've like thought about a song as much as I have about this one. My number 1 spot, I'll explain why it's there. But this song, it's just like I can't even fathom how they're making like these noises with instruments, like stuff like that. And it's also fantastic music. It like I really like can't like imagine. I can't imagine like being gifted enough to like act and just come up with this. But they they do. The fantastic album, fantastic song. If you haven't, go listen to it. There's not much else I can say that other people haven't said, but it's a great cut. Number 1, I have Basketball Sushi by Black Country New Road. Probably semi cliche, but it's just a lot of people would say. Oh, sorry. Good Will Hunting, The Place Where It Started to Blade would all top their list, but for me, this song was just so perfect and it spoke to such an emotional aspect of everything. It was just a great climax to the album. The last 5 minutes of that song are probably some of the best music I've ever heard, if not the best. It's beautiful. It speaks emotionally to everyone I've played it for. I think it made my mom cry when I played it for her. It's truly it's a triumph and a beautiful statement piece for such a promising band. I hope after their lead singer left, they'll still be able to produce music like they have this year. But yeah, if you haven't checked that out, please do. Anyway, that wraps up my top 40 songs of the year. Yep. I don't really know how to end this, so goodbye, I guess. Sorry, this edited like shit.